Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Noelle and I review and unbox subscription boxes here on my channel. And today we have one of your favorite monthly lifestyle boxes, at least according to the comments that I usually get on these videos. It is the amazing My Ireland box, which has been sent to me for review by Catherine and her team all the way over there in Dingle, Ireland. This box is just a lovely, lovely assortment every single month that is always accompanied by a nice recipe to try at home, as well as Catherine's booklet that tells us all kinds of things about the traditions in Ireland, as well as what's going on in the current season. The box is $49.95 per month, that's in US dollars, and the shipping all the way to the US is just $15.50, which I think is pretty phenomenal for international shipping these days. Of course, I do have a referral code for you that'll save you a little bit of money. It's just MAUI, M-A-U-I, and that'll save you $5. I will leave that information for you in the description box below. I always make this joke, so for some of you, this is something you've heard me say many, many times, but I always think it's fun to have Maui be that code because it's from one Emerald Isle to another very beautiful and green island. So that is my hometown of Maui. All right, so inside we have some nice tissue paper that's kind of gotten a little bit jostled around, but that is to be expected coming all the way to us here on the west coast of the United States. Usually in the bottom of the box, we have that booklet and the recipe book, so sometimes I just kind of pick everything up like a bundle and then carefully deposit it here on my desk so that I can get into the contents. Indeed, here it is. The January theme is joy from Ireland, and I think we could all use a little bit of joy. There's been a lot of craziness in the news. I know it's already just like the first few weeks of January, and 2025 has already been a little bit of a doozy, right? But we can always use some joy, and that is one of the things that I love so much about subscription boxes. So here is her beautiful booklet. Look at all those lovely blues and greens. And then, like I said, there are many pages with all kinds of beautiful images. Sometimes she'll include poetry or stories. Always there's information about the makers. Oh my gosh, look at this guy from one of her walks about town. I love that so much. So let me go ahead and turn to the section on Meet the Makers is usually what it's called. And that will guide us through the process. So first of all, let's talk about the booklet itself, because that is always one of the items included in the box. So it says, My Ireland members write to tell me all the time, this is in the voice of Catherine, even by post, to tell me how much they love the booklet and that it really makes them feel like they've visited Ireland. Whilst I absolutely love choosing all of the Irish-made surprises that I include in all my Ireland boxes, what I love the most is writing the booklet. Stacks and stacks of books, friends, lie on my desk, and I always welcome a new edition when I wander and peruse within the local bookshops here in Dingle or elsewhere. They provide so much inspiration, and I have a good read of them before I set out to write to you all. There's certainly so much to write about when it comes to Ireland, and the best way to transport you here, I think, is by taking you on a journey within my booklet to introduce you to the makers, to tell you all about nature within that month that we are in, and to write about our ancient Irish traditions for that time also. And in this instance, to bring Ireland to your home in 2025 and add a lot of joy over the coming months to ease you into this new year. I feel that with these booklets, I'm giving you something unique. I really enjoy the booklet, and I hope that you do too. I will tell you, my husband was so excited to get his My Ireland box calendar because he uses them at work. And last year, it was the Irish Castles calendar, and I told him when I handed it over finally, like, you know, the second week of January, he's like, I've been waiting for this. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. He's like, I haven't had a calendar at work. And then when I told him that they were Catherine's photographs for the most part, he was like, oh, wow, that's awesome. This one is so beautiful. And so my husband was very excited about that. Here is our recipe. It's Let's Bake Jammy Dodger Biscuits Together. Well, at least they're not Dodger Blue, because then I would have to not be a fan. So it says, there's something heartwarming about sharing a recipe that connects us across the miles. Picture kitchens in the USA, Canada, Australia, and further afield filled with the same delightful aroma as we bake together. I love that idea. That is so kind of cool to think of everybody, you know, across the world making the same delicious biscuits. And they do have a very active Facebook group, which is very handy when it comes to converting the measurements and letting people know what worked best. You know, every oven, every kitchen is a little bit different, but It's definitely helpful, I've found, to actually weigh your measurements instead of doing what we do here in the States, which is just using our cups and tablespoons and teaspoons. Sometimes you really do have to weigh things. All right, so the first thing that I see in the booklet, and I'm worried a little bit about my battery here, you guys, so we're gonna have to see how this goes, is there's a book. It says Weird Ireland, an unofficial guide to the island. Oh my goodness. So I think she includes a book like, you know, once a quarter or so, but this one looks really, really delightful. In your January My Ireland box, I've included a truly fascinating book that I couldn't wait to share with you. Weird Ireland by Brinsley McNamara. This book is a treasure trove of Ireland's most peculiar stories and oddities, offering a delightful and offbeat journey into the quirks of our beloved island. From UFOs and fairy forts to whispering arches and matchmaking festivals, this book is filled with tales that will surprise and intrigue you. You'll discover legends of lake monsters, Sheila na gigs, moving statues, healing rocks, and so much more. It's the perfect reminder of how wonderfully weird and unique Ireland is, and I thought it would be a fun addition to help kick off the new year with a touch of Irish magic and mystery. That's so fun. I wonder if they're actually like little stories or just like little legends and things. So she has a lot more of a description in here, but I'm going to skip that for now and move on to our next item, which is hooray, hooray. We're still in the colder months, so we still get some chocolate, which is exciting. This is from Butler's Chocolate. It says, if you've been a My Ireland Box member for a while, you'll know that Butler's Chocolates holds a special place in our hearts. This month, I've included their delicious honeycomb bar, a personal favorite in our home. It's the kind of treat that catches your eye in the supermarket and then doesn't let go until you've taken that first irresistible bite. Butler's Chocolates was founded in 1932. I'm going to skip this one. So it says, I have a personal connection to the Butlers through my Aunt Kit Maloney, who was a dear friend of Marion Butler. The two women shared their golden years in a Dublin nursing home, and I often think about their shared stories and laughter. Today, Butler's remains a family-owned business employing over 400 people in its Dublin factory and chocolate cafes across Ireland. Their ethos of quality, creativity, and community shines in every bite of chocolate, and I am thrilled to share this little indulgence with you, which I will put on my snack shrine and save for a nice day where I need a little bit of love. All right, we also have some, I think, tea. This is from Nicola from Nick's Tea. Oh, this is nice. We've gotten some Nick's Tea before, but we didn't, I don't think, get as many of the packets. So it looks like we've got some peppermint tea as well as traditional Irish. All right. So it says, when I pop into Pig and Leaf Cafe on Main Street for a coffee break, it's often with my mother, and we find ourselves drawn to the calming world of tea. Pig and Leaf stocks a wonderful variety of herbal teas from Nick's Tea, which we've grown to love. While my mother adores their classic Irish brew, I'm often tempted by the herbal options, in particular peppermint. Each cup a little comfort in a mug. So I decided to share with you the tea that both my mother and I drink when we decide to meet up in a little coffee shop overlooking Dingle's Main Street. When I thought about what would make this January box even cozier for you, Nick's Tea immediately came to mind. I wanted you to have something warm and soothing to sip while enjoying your book and other treats, so I reached out to Nicola, the wonderful woman behind Nick's Tea. Despite the busy holiday season, she worked her magic to ensure we could include her creations in your box, and I couldn't be more delighted. So look, there's a picture of Nick. Oh, that's probably not focused, but that is so delightful. And then, of course, we have our January 2025 recipe, the Jammy Dodger biscuits. I just think she does such a great job with the photos. And then we have one of my favorite treats that we often get in this box, which is a packet of crisps. Let me turn and see which crisps they are. Honestly, it doesn't matter which brand they are or what flavor they are. I am always just so excited, and I do photos for this box over on my Instagram, even though I don't do a lot of photos these days anymore just because of work constraints and time and daylight constraints. Oh, this one got a little bit crunched. That's okay. But a wonderful flavor. This is O'Donnell's of Tipperary, their sour cream and onion. So it says, since 1700, the O'Donnell family has cultivated the perfect potato on Seskin Farm in County Tipperary, surrounded by the lush beauty of the Golden Vale. Their farm sits in a valley framed by Sibna Mountain, the River Sware, and the Cornera Mountains. In 2007, Ed O'Donnell, a seventh-generation farmer, decided to diversify by creating hand-cooked crisps, and in 2010, O'Donnell's Crisps was born. What makes O'Donnell's Crisps stand out is their commitment to Irish flavors and artisan quality. Each crisp is a testament to the family's dedication to their craft and the rich agricultural heritage of Tipperary. This month's flavor is a little departure from the classics, offering your taste buds a playful twist from Ireland. Enjoy every bite. Oh, I will. I absolutely will. Let's see. Now I've gone so fast that we have so much time, so I will slow down a little bit because this one looks very special, because this is a little like sister brand to My Ireland box that was created a couple of years ago, Fia and Kate. So it's little things in pretty dark green boxes always entice me. This is a handmade sterling silver St. Bridget's cross pendant, my friends. So they're showing us like the one that's actually made out of grasses in this image, but this is so lovely. So we've gotten some beautiful items from Fia and Kate. I think we've gotten like a claddagh, like some things that for me, because I'm not actually Irish, as much as I loved my visit to Ireland and think it is a beautiful, beautiful place with so much culture and history and heritage, like it's not necessarily something that I feel super authentic in wearing, even though I know that's okay. I do love this because it's so quintessentially Irish, but also something that I feel like anyone could wear. So it looks just like when it's woven out of reeds or grass, but it's in silver, cast in silver. St. Bridget's Day, celebrated on February 1st, is a beautiful reminder of Ireland's connection to nature, faith, and tradition. In this month's box, I've included a sterling silver St. Bridget's cross pendant, handmade in Dublin for our Fia and Kate brand, which will be relaunching in 2025. Hooray! Inspired by the Three Sisters peaks on the Dingle Peninsula and the strong women in our lives, this pendant is a tribute to Bridget's enduring legacy. Bridget's story, rooted in both ancient mythology and Christian tradition, is one of compassion, ingenuity, and resilience. From her miraculous cloak that secured land for her convent in Kildare to the legends of her eternal flame, Bridget's influence is woven into the fabric of Ireland's culture. I hope this pendant serves as a reminder of her spirit and brings a touch of Irish magic into your home. I love this, and I love that it came with a chain. I think that's beautiful. It also came in a lovely gift box, so if you're someone who doesn't wear silver or jewelry in general, and you want to pass this on to someone who has a very strong faith or knows the story of Bridget, or just, you know, loves to celebrate strong, beautiful, amazing women of history, or has connections to Irish heritage, I think this would be a lovely gift, and they did provide us with that lovely gift box, so it does look as special as it is. Oh goodness. And then of course we have that little insert in here that talks about Fia and Kate, which I was wondering what was happening with that. So I'm very excited that it is going to come back for us in 2025. I think this is so, so pretty, so delicate, so simple. I'm going to have to read up and remember all of the lore and truth and history of St. Bridget and why she is a saint, for example. So let's see. I'm wondering if some of that, because she has shared some of that with us in past booklets. Oh yes. So we can see Brid's wards bring the past to life. So there's definitely some of that in the booklet this time around. How exciting. I tell you all that today the St. Bridget's cross remains a powerful symbol of protection, often placed above doors or in rafters to safeguard homes from fire, sickness, and misfortune. As Brid teaches us to weave our own crosses, we feel a tangible connection to St. Bridget's spirit of generosity and the generations of Irish families who have kept this cherished tradition alive. Oh, I love that. I love that so much. So she's talking about learning more about St. Bridget. I'm going to have to read this whole thing. Wow, that's so amazing. Okay, so for a second, I will admit that I was thinking that this box was a little bit light because we got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 items, and then plus the recipe and the booklet. So we got 6 items. That's still like quite a bit for a regular box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items, excuse me. So we got our book, which looks awesome, the potato chips, the chocolate, the tea, so 3 edible items, And then the two more like tangible ones, which is the book and the St. Bridget's Cross necklace. But this one has such a high value that I'm actually amazed that we got as much as we did. So this box always surprises me. The quality is beautiful. I'm really excited about the Weird Ireland book because it says it's an unofficial guide to the island. So I think it's something that even my husband will enjoy because he really did love that trip there. That's why he loves his calendar so much. But the chocolate, the tea, and the chips, there's something for everyone, I feel like, in that way. I don't know that these just look so pretty. I think I'd just be disappointed that mine didn't come out as nice, but I love that cross. I think is so gorgeous, and I'm gonna have so much fun getting to photograph it for my Instagram account. Thank you all so much for being here. I apologize if I didn't read as much of the booklet as you would like. Sometimes we just don't have enough time, but it is a wonderful reason to subscribe to this wonderful box. Whether or not you've gone to Ireland, if you have any interest in it and you just kind of love that sort of like homey feel from these items that are made by small businesses or businesses that have been around for centuries, you love that sense of tradition and culture, then I think you will totally appreciate this box because I'm not Irish and I don't actually have any plans to visit there anytime soon, but I can always use a beautiful necklace, some tea, some chocolate, some crisps, and a book that's going to amuse me, right? Obviously. Thank you all so much for being here. I will see you all very soon in my next unboxing.